key here.
And it seems like game 2 has begun. And we are, once again, on Book 57's host. He has chosen to take host every game. He loves playing on host. And why not? You get a little advantage, but let's also him.
He's a brave man. Now, again, consistency is key. Consistency again key. On board now with Vard. Can Ed repeat such a fantastic performance from the last game?
Well, it's all about consistency. If you're consistent over 3 games, you probably will win the game, unless you're consistently bad.
The system works. Oh, what a stick from Buck 57. Mike, I'm not going to say it, but it was.
And almost, someone put a stopper in that mouth.
Simply unbelievable. Almost. We won't go there, Mike. It was
Blackjack absolutely loving it.
We don't know what it was, but he loved it. He loved it.
As he scrolls through, Fusion here, spawning at bottom. He's got a lot of options here. Usually when you spawn at bottom gold, you have nothing much on your plate.
He's a kid in a candy shop. Who does he shoot first? He gets Baxter with the nades, managing to stay alive, and an aggressive move on Buck 20 there.
Sorry. I apologise for that.
It's okay.
We are on board with Vard.
I'm calling Vard. I'm calling it.
Already?
I'm going to ruin it for him when he wins. He doesn't win it in the end. I'm calling Vard. I think he's playing pretty well. Again, this shower.
He always plays really well.
He doesn't always play really well, mate. You can't say that. He does play well, but he doesn't always play well. But he's been crowned Mr. Consistency nowadays.
He's a European favourite, Vard, and
everyone loves Ed.
Still, it's very close, early time in the game. You know, not much going on. Bad awareness, whoever that is. Is that Gunner? Oh, it's Blackjack.
Blackjack takes him in the nuts for his trouble, and he could be looking at a double here on 20. Oh, great nades.
He will run away, Linford Christie style.
Lives to fight another day. Sadly, doesn't get any of the kills there.
Linford Christie.
Does anyone remember who that is?
He's a fast man. It's Usain Bolt these days.
Wasn't he on drugs?
He probably was on drugs. But Mike,
every one of them was.
Mike, who isn't on drugs?
It's a very strong question.
It's a strong question. There's one for you, Twitter. Who isn't on drugs? Answers on a postcard, please. Still rocking on Vard. He's looking at 6 kills now. Again, early stages in this free fall, we could see him skyrocket.
Waiting to clean up. That's a lovely position to be in.
Oh, we could see a nice
triple.
Will he get it?
Ooh.
No, he won't. He chokes horribly and reloads in the face of the overkill.
Choking the maximum capacity of the BR there. And it's got a DMR, so I just choked as well.
He's choking all over the place.
Pressure's getting into some players and some commentators too.
I'm sweating like a whore in church. On board now with Baxter. Gets taken clean out. About mid-table here now. We saw Jack have a real powerful start early on in the last game, but now he seems to be sort of slacking a little.
Oh, he doesn't finish up Blackjack.
He could not clean up Blackjack, and he still can't clean up Blackjack.
He will be writing to Bungie, asking them, what is this game?
But now, was it BS, or was he just missing?
I think he was dreadful then.
I think he was just missing. Let's be honest, people. A lot of the times, you're just missing.
And this is what we want to see. We want to see players making mistakes.
Honesty. The truth will set you free.
FFA finalists, if you hear me, miss some shots. Let us have some fun.
We want to laugh at your misfortune. That's why we're here. Now, that is a great spawn.
Playing SWAT.
Blackjack playing SWAT over there. No one seems to have any shields. Gets the assist from Vard, but he's cleaned up by Baxter. And Blackjack now, mid-table. He's got 12 kills now next to Baxter's 15. Oh, Baxter's made flew up to first place.
One big game from any player can just turn it around for you. If you weren't doing well in the first game, a big game here can just bring you right back into contention.
We could see everything change. Fusion. Great play by Fusion there. Takes Vard clean out of the air. Fusion now first place with 19 kills. The only blue Spartan in the game, I believe. Do you think people are gunning for him because he's blue? He sticks out. Jack's red.
Bit of blue racism.
Ooh.
Colorist.
Being colorist on main stage. You think the players are focusing out those colourful dudes?
Those foolish. Because if you see a red Spartan, you know it's Baxter.
You know
and if he's in the lead,
there he is.
Then obviously,
my point
might avoid him.
Oh, and unfortunately, not to
get the Tasrami taken out for the double. I'm not going to be aggressive for the triple.
This is a good, consistent play here from Vard. Oh, wait a minute. Who is he punching there? Swatting flies. 57.
You do not have the sword. You cannot lunge that far.
He could not lunge that far. There we see Jack Baxter.
Very concentrated. Rami looking over.
Screen watching. Was that a bit of screen watching? I think it was. And he's doing it again. Red-handed twice in a row. Oh, Jack going for a bit of screen watching now. Death screen. Are we seeing cheating on the main stage? It's not technically cheating though, is it?
It could be the reason why Rami's not winning. He's not actually watching his own screen whilst playing.
He's not watching his own screen. Still on board with Baxter. Jackie B enjoying a bit of death screen.
Fusion putting up a lot of kills here. He is completely steamrolling.
Scotty too hot. He's starting to heat up, eh? It's about time.
He's played solid throughout the whole tournament so far, and he just wants to close it out.
Oh my God!
Teammates' power, taking on each other.
That was a bad choke there from Ed. That boy was not letting his bloom reset, and he almost got real embarrassed there. That would have been absolutely disgusting to watch.
Uncharacteristic. He nearly looked like a dingleberry.
A dingleberry. I'm sure Jack's heart is beating. Get the blood flowing, the adrenaline pumping. Gunner. No, Gunner.
Not choosing to turn around and fight, but just run and admire the view.
You can shoot me in the back, I don't mind. I won the last event.
Interesting route to take.
That was an interesting route. That was a one-way trip to hell there. Jack flew into about 4 people having a fight, hoping to get something out of it. He could have thought that one through a little bit more. Oh, now, spine across map, gets himself in trouble. No,
easy, clean up.
Buck 20 wasn't falling for that one. He was not falling for that one. Again, Jack's sitting sort of mid-table right now, not having the success he had in the first game.
But still, 8 minutes 50 remaining in this second game. There's still so much that can change.
It is anyone's game right now, and we are seeing some seriously hectic gameplay. Grenades, shots flying all over the place. Nowhere is safe.
It's a very hard place to shoot there. Buck 20 had all the cover in the world from that lovely nipple, I'm going to call it.
The nipple? You're going to call it the nipple? Is it getting called? There it is, the nipple.
Throwing a grenade off the nipple, past the nipple, and we're moving away from the nipple.
Sprinting away even. Buck 57. In the FFA situation, you're having a fight with someone, and out of nowhere, oh, this could be a nice double. What a fantastic headshot, just as he almost got around the corner. The backs are coming in for the triple. Oh, and Jackie B putting up a good fight, but getting stolen in the end by Buck 20. And this is Vard we're watching. And damn, Ed's having a good one. Ed's having a pretty good one.
He's still looking for that first place. He's still in contention. He's still up there at the top.
Nice cleaning up on Blackjack.
Vard, although he had that little choke against backstage, looked nearly as consistent as we claim him to be.
Nearly as consistent. Again, he's sitting quite high up the scoreboard right now, which is a good thing. And Jack looking a bit aggressive, getting in the face of Vard.
Challenging way too much there.
Yeah, Vard stood his ground there, gave him the 1-2 on the shots.
Set up in siege mode.
Cleaned him up. Oh, a nice trade there. Not a bad thing in a free-for-all, but not exactly what you want. But now with Ramirez flying around on no shield. So we see Spammy Ramy in action.
A lot of sprinting as well from this player.
That was pretty good. That was not very spammy at all.
He waited for the other player to do the work for him.
Oh, with Jack. 1-1 with Jack. A bit of a windmill, but he did in fact spam at Jack, which he did call it. Now, speaking of Baxter, sitting dead last now on 18 kills. What has happened to Jack?
He's having a difficult game. I mean, that's beautiful. Little
Buck 57's tush in the face, gives it a nice little pat there. Does not clean up Gunner. Spammy Ramy. Don't know what he's doing here. Rather confused. A desperate attempt to stay alive, to confuse the enemy, if you will.
I'm not shooting you. I'm looking at the floor. Leave me alone.
He was trying to distract him. Look what that is on the floor, and a great teleport use there. Comes through.
Oh, the Vard.
Oh my
Can
goodness.
he do it? Ooh.
He cannot Vard. Keeping it steady, but almost losing it there. There he is, the man himself, Vard.
Sat next to Will, Buck 57, a player he replaced on the new power lineup.
He did indeed. He did indeed. There's a bit of bad blood in this free-for-all. There's a lot of ex-teammates playing against each other, and people who've replaced each other. And what do you think? Is any bad blood, Adam? Would you have any bad blood if you were playing with a guy who just replaced you on your team?
Yes. I'd be looking for his heart.
Yes.
Rip it straight out.
Show him his beating heart. Tear it from his chest.
And still on board with Baxter here. He's up against the other Jack in the... that was easy.
That was nice. That was clean. I was rather pleased with that.
You were happy?
I was happy.
I think Jack will be as well.
I'm smiling. Jack's sitting behind Money on 21 kills now at the 6-minute mark.
I think this is an area you want to avoid in the map, though. That tunnel on each base. There's not much to do.
You're not going to get. You haven't got a good line of sight on anyone. It should be purely for transitional purposes.
Ed hiding there.
Oh, Ramy. Getting spammed out.
Ooh.
Oh, what a brilliant DMR play there.
But if Jack wants a chance of winning this FFA, then he needs to really step it up and go on a big spree of kills. Doesn't even get any luck there.
Having bad luck so far, Baxter. Players are appearing out of nowhere. No one seems to be hurting him, but he cannot finish anything. He's either getting stolen or the players are escaping. And I'm not sure who that was. Ramirez came out of nowhere, gave him a cuffing, back on board with Vard. Second place now. Ed has pulled it out, put his finger up. He's now back in the second place.
Fusion is relentless. He just keeps going. He's not letting anyone come anywhere near him.
Oh, nice triple here. And who's this? Fusion. You want a piece?
Oh!
Fusion not backing down, standing his ground, puffing his chest out.
One thing I do want to mention: do you reckon some of these players choke against certain individuals? So
I think
Scott against Ed.
I think Scott may choke against Ed. I think Ed chokes against Jack. I think it's a good job that Jack and Ed are teaming. Because that's not a good thing to happen. You don't want to be choking against your teammates.
Obviously, teaming last event, winning for a very strong, unbeatable Fnatic team. Just me there.
We're smiling on the main stage.
Fusion up against Vard here. Once again, missing shots.
But Ed refusing to dive. Oh, doesn't go down to Jack there. That was almost another unbelievable out DMR.
And we're starting to see a lot of individual miracles, I think we call them.
Ed's a real strong player. He's playing really strong in these last 2 games. Looking at a nice second place there. Now on board with Mr. Fusion himself.
Still in the lead.
Sitting high and mighty in first place. Again, he's got
a lot of red dots on his screen. What does he do? He waits. 1 kill. It's not the worst situation.
I think Scott his Spartan is wearing a purple visor right now. I think that's what's going on. Looking at a nice double here.
Go for the triple. Vard. Oh, he's spamming all over the place, but he still gets it.
What fantastic control there to finish him off. You know, the crowd going crazy. They love a bit of Scott.
Both players giving each other a fantastic chance to dump all over the other.
We like a bit of dumping on main stage. We're not talking about relationships either. We're talking about backdoor action.
Pushing up to top gold. Baxter comes out of nowhere.
Oh, what fantastic last headshot
Fusion,
there.
8 kills ahead in the second game.
Scott's got a big smile on his face there. He knows what he knows what he's done.
Could we see the first ever player to win 2 FFAs?
2 FFAs. First of all, it was Halo 3.
In 2 different games.
2 different games, 2 FFAs.
And the gap just stays the same.
I like how you just dismissed it. No, different game.
Different game. I'm not taking anything
There's
away.
only been really 3 FFAs though. So.
Yeah, but playing this one by the book, then, Benny.
No, 2 FFAs.
That's ECL1, 2, 3.
No, ECL1 was 3.
Yeah, 3, 2 different games.
Yeah, 2 different events.
We're having an argument on main stage. No, it's cool. It's cool.
I hate you.
Hates us all. It's been a tough day.
And the gap is
3 minutes remaining in the game. Fusion's taken Shields down.
The gap is reduced to 7, but Ed really needs to get in front of Scott in this game and then sort of relieve the pressure. Because at the moment, Scott is plain sailing.
Scott is plain sailing, but Vard, he took second place in the last game as well, so this is not a bad thing for him by any stretch of the imagination. If he can get the final game right now, I mean, we're sailing the Vard boat. No anchor jokes in there, but we are sailing all aboard the Vard train.
But all Scott needs to do is just think, okay, I won the first game by 1 kill, I might win this by 4 or 5, add those together. If I stay that far with just Vard, I've pretty much got it.
Then we see Fusion in your picture.
So serious.
No
smiles there.
No smiles. Scott means business.
He is staring at that water and it will explode.
Well, great nade there. Rami. Sitting mid-table though, not in a bad position. He's close enough to Blackjack, he's close enough to 3rd place there. He's within 2 kills of that position, so it's not a terrible thing. Again, speaking of Blackjack, here he is. I don't think he's going to fall for that nade.
To be fair, you never know. Game 3, Fusion could get 0 kills.
Oh, Bug 57.
Vard could get 0 kills.
Bug 57 without the greatest awareness there, if I'm honest. Picks up the assist and gets taken out for his own trouble there. Rami couldn't capitalise on any of the shields he took in that position. And this is a rather desperate push. Again, Vard doesn't get anything out of that. Second place still, Fusion with a nice 6 kill lead.
7 kill overall.
7 kill overall.
I think it's just going to keep...
Rami with a great assassination there on Vard as he came through the ball.
And Baxter lowering the table after the first game, he just can't keep it up. He is burnt out already.
He already finished.
Finishing early.
He finished too soon. Poor Jack. Happens to us all. Or does it?
Well,
that's another one for you to earn. Do you all finish too soon? At Milo Ross. On board now with Mr. Purple himself. Fusion, the final minute. Scott's in a rather good position now. 1-on-1 with Baxter, not a problem.
And do you think Scott will start relaxing or just keep up this stone-faced?
He's got to keep up that intensity. He has got to keep it. Absolute killer gameplay he's got going on now. If he releases the pressure, if he gets sort of a 3rd or 4th place finish, it could really affect his overall score, which is not what we want.
I mean,
if you're Scott anyway.
In terms of strategy from Scott, it's kind of been run and gun. Just look on your death screen, where's the action, I'm going there.
He's trying to avoid losing as many individual fights as possible, keep himself alive. Oh, and a nice stick there from Buck. I think it was Buck 20. I'm not sure who that was. My bad.
And the thing is, although he's avoiding individual fights, he's winning them anyway.
And why not? Okay, Fusion 58 to 55 now. Not having a whole lot of luck in this last moment. Gets back to with a revenge medal. But again, is it too little too late for these players?
But 5 kills at the moment in terms of the total difference. I mean, that's nothing.
It is like a nice double kill there.
Game 2 is over. Scott, 4 kills ahead. Overall, 5 kills in front of Vard. Vard needs 6 more than him to win the game, but don't count anyone out. We don't know who is lurking around the 3rd spot.
Fusion's got to be feeling good though. I think he's giving evils to someone on our side of the stage.
And he's been told to calm down by Ramirez himself. Rami cannot handle the heat coming off Scott's face.
Too hot. It's too hot. Scotty too hot.
He is melting.